everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tell Talk. This is going to be 2.7, we think. We think. We lost track already. We're only 6 or 7 in. I don't know which one. But yeah, I think it's 2.7. But anyways, if it's not 2.7, it'll be called 2.7-ish.
Yeah.
That'll work. We've already been talking a little bit about stuff in the game, but this is where we being myself, I'm Vis,
I'm Sable.
sit in a hot tub, talk a little bit about MSF, try to bring you guys into the tub with us. So we'll down the jets a little bit so you can hear a little bit better and you can get to talking. So we just ended up a monthly event. Or, do we call it a monthly event, or do we call
it a monthly milestone?
They just called the monthly milestone. We ended up the monthly milestone, which wasn't a player-wide event. It doesn't feel like.
No, yeah. You had to spend a lot of cores to finish it.
It was geared towards spenders or people that have spent, or people that do spend cores like crazy.
Yeah.
It's not geared towards your normal player.
No.
Right? Is that accurate?
Pretty much, because you went from December where, good majority of the player base could finish those ones.
And that was over the holidays.
Yeah.
Which they usually are scummy with, and we thought they were being scummy, but we all finished with almost a week to go.
Pretty much, and I usually finish in the top 1 to 10% in that bracket.
And I came really close to finishing my beginner account, which I'm on once a day, and I don't do extra stuff on. And I usually don't even finish the strength pass in that. And I almost finished the monthly last month. And then drastically changed to this one, which what was the number you just said?
I did not finish it, because I missed the stopwatch because of the web milestone being so out of reach and having the whale stones, which the new one does as well. I finished 16,000, I want to say 708, with 778,000 points out of the 800k you needed.
787,500.
Basically, yeah, something like that.
That was what he had.
Yeah.
Yes. And you needed, what, 791?
You needed 800.
Oh, was it 800? It was 800. So you're at 13, 12, 5.
And to pour salt in that wound, we got monthly pieces today in the free claim after the monthly event ended. So those who might have been right there,
right at the
and
edge.
those could have, those last 1,000, you never know. Yeah.
Crazy. This is pretty crazy.
Yeah. So I'm guessing less than 10,000 people finished it.
Because where did you rank? Or you didn't know
16,000.
16,000.
But the top 100, the 100th person had 1,000,000 points, which was 200k over what you needed.
Okay.
So somewhere between 100 and 16,000 is our number.
So say you shoot it in the middle, right?
Yeah.
On a extrapolatory shoot in the middle. So you got 15 in the middle, so say a third of that is the middle. So that's 5, so 6,000. So 6,000 people.
Yeah.
Okay. So 6,000 people out of how many?
Oh, I would estimate at least 400k play this game. I don't know what.
So you shoot it up to 500k to make it so it's a nice round number?
There you go.
So 6,000 out of 500,000 people finished it. So that's 6 out of 50. Right? 6 out of 500. No, that's 0.6 out of 50. Sorry. My bad. So that's 1.2 out of 100%. 1.2%.
Yeah.
Wow. That's some interesting math.
Yeah.
1.2% of the player base finished the monthly milestone. I've had, usually at this time in our alliance, we have a lot of people being like, oh, I finished it today, I got the frame or whatever, the rim, whatever you want to call it. Rim job.
Usually you would finish on the last day, which would have been yesterday.
Or close to the last day. Yeah, this one was, wow, I'm way off.
Yep.
Wow, I'm far away.
Way off with a week left.
Yeah.
And
wow, I'm 40k away.
Yeah.
Like so many people said that. I didn't finish with any of my accounts. 0 out of 5. Oh,
We only had 3 people, and all of our alliances say they had finished it, and most of them were spenders.
or heavy power cores.
Yeah. Or
Which is fine.
the uncanny energy.
Yeah, which is absolutely fine. Like that's a.
But there should have been some wiggle room. There just wasn't. There was no wiggle room. If you missed that first milestone because you couldn't get all the way down to that bottom, to then get that stopwatch,
which hasn't been that way in the past. So we were like, okay, we didn't make the first one. No point with a day to go to spend thousands of power cores to try
especially
to push
when it was the
it.
day before the level increase was coming.
Yeah.
So why would I have done that when the level increased and then I could have gotten XP?
Yeah, it's just bad taste. So there wasn't point in spending all your cores there. So it's just double frustrating for that.
It's ridiculous that it went from, I would say, a good 90% of the players being able to finish up until last month.
And
1%?
I think
Come on.
the big difference is usually the campaign for the new character, those milestones are in game, versus the campaign energy that you spend on your normal dailies is in the web store. And it was reversed. So the stuff for the stupid uncanny energy was in the web store, so you're having to click back and click back and click back and click back.
Yep.
To see if you figured it out, which means I have to restart my game over and over again.
Yep. Well, get ready, because this Liberty thing that starts tomorrow has a milestone linked to it that you have to spend.
And then you have to be super, like...
And they've got monthly pieces all the way to the end.
You have to be super into it so that you're spending every day the power cores to do the energy, and you're getting nothing from the energy. Yeah, because they don't give orb fragments like they used to. They put orb fragments in those things. They don't anymore. They only put it in the milestone.
And unless you get the tune and have the tune at 3, 4, or 5, you're not even getting anything but teal gear. Where the fuck's farming teal gear? That's all we can farm with our campaign energy.
Game players that are leveling up too fast so that they don't have any and they're bottlenecked. That's who needs the teal gear. It's
just garbage. There's no way of farming red gear. None. Like, come on, why is it not nodes yet?
There really shouldn't be a lot of ways to farm red gear, because the next level to come out is going to be red.
Again, probably.
Yeah, it's 3. We've only done 2 so far. So the next one should be red gear. So
but after a year, there's not even a node farm for it? But they're not wanting to add more campaigns.
When it comes up to the next gear level, I think that's when they'll have something that it's a little bit more.
But they won't add new campaigns.
Not campaigns.
They'll probably put it in stores.
They'll put it in a store.
Like, you have too many tunes that are farmable now. You need more campaigns. You need more Red Star campaigns.
Yeah.
Like,
it'll be some kind of weird, epic raid gear orb like they have for teal gear. It'll be something weird like that, I'm sure. But there's not really, like, that's the problem. We have so many people that have been playing 30 days. This one guy I saw been playing a little over a week, 18 million TCP. 30 days, 20 million TCP. I want red gear, so I want orchestrations. Bullshit.
Right? You only have your raid teams. What are you going to do in war? What are you going to do in Crucible when those milestones come up for your alliance?
Yeah. It's like, I mean, I get it that you're planning the raid teams, and that's what you're planning for DDs, and you're like level them all up. I get it. I understand that part.
Not after a month.
But yeah, you're just gonna bottleneck the crap out of yourself. Then you're gonna get frustrated, and then you're gonna either A, spend, or B, quit.
Yep. Then it's no wonder people are quitting in droves. Honestly, if it wasn't for our alliance and you, I would have been done today. When I saw that, and then we got more milestone points after it ended, I was ready to just be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, this is ridiculous. And then doing the math on it, and then doing the math on this new one that just started today.
Yeah.
Like, even if you had them all, the Uncanny, Hercules and Jean, at 7 stars, that's only going to get you 40,000 points. You need 111 to get to the monthly event piece. That's a shit ton of campaign energy to get the orb frags that are a 2-to-1.
Yeah.
Then, on the web store, the event link to that doesn't start till tomorrow has points in it. But that's another 20,000 divided by 10, so that's 2,000 campaign energy there, just on the one that there's probably not even going to be enough nodes to use.
I would honestly like people to look back at these Tub Talks that we do, that have been at the first couple weeks of the month and the end of a monthly event. And look at how I talk about these monthly events. My usual talk is just plain normal. I'm sure they're going to hand out something in the daily web store thing that's going to give you enough credits to just squeak by and get it completed. I can't say that anymore.
No.
It didn't happen. So there's that shaky ground, unknown, a little frustrated, a little worried, little I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to conserve more, which means I'm not going to get this monthly because I'm not going to push. I'm going to save my cores. I'm going to save the energy. I'm not going to go buck wild on these events. I'm just going to play as normal. I'm not going to save up stuff and try to do like 14K ISO like I did last time and still not get my freaking Shadow King.
Right.
6 red star. So I didn't get the 6 red star. I didn't get the 7 red star in this one.
No, because you had to spend it. Shoot.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like I could hoard the ISO energy and go. Like that's how it used to be. That okay, I can hoard and I can get there.
Not when every 2 weeks there's an ISO event, then a campaign event, then an ISO event, then a campaign event.
They're just making it so that it's difficult to do those things. So I'm playing, I'm having fun, I'm playing normal. I'm not worried about events no more. Not going to push towards them. You're not getting my cores. You're not getting my extra energy. You're not getting my checking on everything. I'm not going to check my web store every freaking day. I'll go get the free stuff and call good.
Yeah, it's just getting to be, it's no wonder people are leaving in droves. But then when you look at the monthly leaderboard and number 1 had over 4 million
They
points.
keep on saying leaving in droves. Nobody's leaving in droves.
Well.
But anyways, what I used to do is I would envelope or a piece of paper, whatever I had in front of me, the computer, I'd be like, all right, this milestone, I have this many points, I need to spend this much energy to get to the next milestone. And then I go into the game and I do it. Hell no, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not going to waste that much
time. Spend it
time.
on here, which this one has this, and then you go to that one, which that one leads to this.
It doesn't pop up in game when you spend energy. It doesn't show you in any way. I have to go back and forth. Stupid. I don't want to. I don't want to give you more clicks on your website.
And a lot of people still can't get into the website. They still can't do things.
Let alone get into your own supply store.
Right? We couldn't even open supplies today.
Open orbs.
It has like 900 of these orbs. I'm like, okay, well, what is this? I'm going to click on it to open. Buy game. Like
so 0 days with an issue in MSF as of 2/3 Groundhog Day. They saw their shadow and they stopped letting us open orbs for a couple hours.
And then supply store, supplies went blank, complete blank.
Because you go to the orbs, you go back to supply, now you couldn't get there. You can reset the game, it didn't matter. It still didn't pop up.
No.
Frozen.
I got a couple of nice screen grabs there so I can Photoshop something eventually.
They fixed it. Great, you fixed it. Good job. But, come on now.
Yeah.
You gotta know your shit.
And how do they break these things? Because they add more orbs and they do this and they
It just doesn't make a lot of sense. The fact that you make milestones unreachable, now you make frustrated people with it's a new store and a new event and it doesn't even work. Or it freezes up your game.
And they want you to spend, easily 400 to 500 cores for these events to get the web milestones to even get the monthly fees.
Yeah, not doing it.
But their logic is, oh, well, we gave you that much more in Arena, which we had said months and months ago that now that they've increased cores, watch, they're going to start charging more in cores.
Yep.
They're going to start requiring them.
I said that. I said that then. I said everything is going to cost more cores. It's inflation of the game. It's just natural inflation. The more people whine about, why isn't this more accessible? Why isn't that more accessible? Why can't I get this sooner? That's going to make it so that everything costs more to do, one way or another. It should just be the way that it was with the releases, the way that it was with the energy. It was fine. It wasn't crazy great, but it was fine. And now it's just so unstable. Now I don't even know if I'm going to finish a monthly event. Milestone.
Yeah. Which used to be a cakewalk to get to.
And now they attach leaderboards to it, so you get spenders spending on it too. So they don't care. They have enough people with enough money that do that stuff. They don't care about the little guy.
Yeah, the top 1% that finish these things are paying for their monthly salaries.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're probably making weekly what they use their overhead is in a month. Looking at some of his milestones and what spenders have been spending.
Yeah, the number of people.
I'd venture to guess they've made their yearly profit in the last 2 months.
Even if you put 1,000 people within a month spend $30,000, which is not absurd when you look at it. 30 grand, 1,000 people spend that much on average, some more, some less. You know what I'm saying? That's $3 million right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they want to push out the little guys. Well,
that might even be $30 million. Again, the math, the number of zeros in my head is like, wait, how many do the places? It's either $3 or $30 million right there. That's a crazy amount of money.
Yeah. But, I mean, you keep pushing those little guys out, then who you guys going to play against?
I mean, and for a staff, I mean, you think of this staff, you have a staff of probably, and we're talking in a month, you have a staff of, say, 300 people. There's no way those 300 people, if it's $3 million, are averaging $100,000 a year. So it's not going to them.
Mm-mm.
The overhead's going somewhere else, and that's in a month. They're not making $100,000 in a month. Yeah.
Yeah, and there are still people with Crucible that didn't get the compensation. They didn't get matched. So that pushed them even farther. So then they still couldn't finish the events or the monthly event.
Everybody's going to make money.
Now even this one, there are people that are still not matched in this one. And why the hell does this one start on a Tuesday? Crucible starts Sunday. I always have, well, it hasn't always, but you switched to the Sundays. This should have started on a Sunday, not in the middle of the week.
Well, didn't you see the blog? The blog said, see you next Tuesday. They're just calling us all a bunch of bloody
punks. I'll say the word. I know you don't like the word, but some of their some of their things, like, really, but yet we all it's an abusive relationship. We all stick around.
Well, I mean, I like the game. I like the premise. I like the battles. I like the collectors. I like most of the animations except for Omega Red. I like everything about the game. I don't care for the extras that are part of the game now. I don't want to do the stupid events and the web stuff and no Crucible. I don't care about.
There's enough stuff to do. We don't have enough screen time. Weren't you just 6 months ago, a year ago, saying there's too much to do and you need more quality?
No.
So Rero's the one that said it, which that had to be almost 2 years ago at this point.
Who knows?
We're looking for more quality screen time, less of this point and click screen time, and that's all we're getting is point and click. Refresh a node, spend campaign energy. Refresh a node, spend campaign. Like,
yeah.
You tried Battle World, it was completely off the mark because it wasn't tested enough.
Right.
You listened to only a few people.
Yeah.
Who weren't going to care because they have every tune maxed out. All their alliances had everything maxed out, so they don't give two shits. But the average player, the average alliance.
Can you imagine if they put a raid out now that because of the abilities and strengths of the tunes and what we have right now, you could not sim it? No matter if they're maxed out or not?
Well, I mean, that's
you
what
would
they
have
kind
to
of need
play.
to do. These ones are already obsolete and they just came out. We're already 100%.
That's what I'm saying, though. Can you imagine if they do that tomorrow? They just put it out.
Well, I think they're slowly tweaking them.
Can you imagine what those top end spenders would be complaining?
Yeah, we can do the same.
I have to spend time? I can't just hit a button?
Yeah.
They already asked for more sims.
Yeah.
So you don't have to play any of the nodes if you have somebody in the same one.
20 minutes. Everybody get on, sim your nodes. We're done with the raid. Now you got the rest of the day off.
Yeah, see you in 12 hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, these raids are already obsolete. We 100% of them. And we're not tryhards.
No.
But now,
we
we've
could
noticed
100%
the last
every day.
2 days, Alpha Flight's been losing. Some other things have been...
Spider Society.
So... Like, well, that's an Orcus. I'm talking about the Spotlight. But mine Uncanny can...
Yeah, Uncanny still can't do the boss node.
No. But...
I don't have them all maxed out or stars, though, so... I'm sure they can for some people, but...
for those
I just got 5 stars on Jean Grey. And I have 4 stars on Hercules. So, yeah, I'm not able to sim those. Hercules is still a punk bitch. He still gets slapped around like nobody's business.
Yeah. What's my name? Better with 6. Someone needs up to 6. It's probably when they'll start working better.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like even the content they do put out is obsolete within a week.
Yeah, because it's the building, because of how much red gear is in the game. That's what I'm saying. They give it into people. I can max it tune day one, no problem.
Well, yeah, now, yeah, but
Now
on my old ones, I don't go back and max any of my other ones.
you
Half
could.
my
I
alpha
bet
flights
you. I
are
bet
off.
you have enough gear that you could go back. You could spend up to and max out 10 characters right now.
Probably, but I'm saving gold from when I do level up to 102 to be able to bring
Oh
up
no,
my
I
raid
know.
and arenas.
It's because you're playing it the right way. But I'm just saying, if you wanted to just, I bet you could.
I probably
If
could.
you could use all your resources and just, I guarantee you could. There's no reason for more red gear. What the reason for more red gear for is that people don't need red gear. You shouldn't be there. You've only been playing for a month. You don't need red gear.
Yeah. Maybe after 6 months, but even then,
And I know it's like the old timey, like, oh, I remember back in the day. I get it. I understand. People are going to say, like, oh, no, that isn't right. It should be this for us because we're here now. Great.
it's just mind-boggling
Put some
how
time into it, though.
they hyper-speeded people to the end game.
Yeah, it's like, what are you going to do now? You're at max level. What are you going to do now? What do you do?
Nothing. There's nothing even
You got
for
your
me to
raid
do.
teams all the way maxed out. Cool job. 60 days. You got all your raid teams maxed out. You've done
You're
all the
gonna be bored
DDs,
out of your mind, and you're gonna stop.
and you're
playing.
at top level. What do you do?
Yeah. You're gonna not log in one day, you'll lose your sim, and then you're like, okay, well, this is boring. And within a month, you'll be done.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you have no actual investment.
You
There's
didn't work
nothing that you worked for. Yeah, you've just been given everything. Who wants to stick with the game that you're just given everything? I want to work for. I want to grind for something and know that I got it.
Yeah.
I want to put that 200 cores in every day for a month, get the milestone. I don't want it to have to be I'm going to the hundreds, which then makes me bankrupt to my equivalent. How much I earn per arena versus how much I'm spending. I don't want to be in the deficit of that. I still want to be on the plus side of that. And they want you to be on the deficit in order to earn.
because then they want you to be spending.
Because at the
buying.
top place in arena, even if I got top place, top 10 every day, which I can't do every day because I've got a bunch of tryhards in my ancient old freaking arena shard. So if I got the 500 every day, and every day I'm spending 200 on ISO, 200 on campaign energy, and 200 on these stupid uncanny orbs, or energy, y'all can do math. Am I plus?
Wait.
No, I'm not. So that gives me nothing that, and you privied me to this little nugget, now gives me nothing to be able to save to be able to core for characters, which is the basis of a game for a free-to-play player.
Yep.
So it's all but just cut free-to-play players from being able to be smart and savvy.
Yep. You have to choose. Do you go for a monthly event that could get you gear, could get you the tune shards? Because there's just 100 shards in there, and you'll be lucky if you miss those event pieces to get to that last 20 to get the unlock.
Oh, that's the other thing. They're shoving the character shards down towards the end.
Yeah.
So you don't think of getting all of them. Think about getting most or to the unlock.
Yeah. Which is, well, the unlock is the last 20, which is on the second to last milestone. But you get them up.
There's no way the unlock is on the last 20. For who?
It's only 100 shards. It's the same. If you only pull ones or twos in that orb, hopefully halfway through the month you'll get the unlock.
Well, I mean, yeah, the month goes for 30 days.
Yeah.
I would hope after 20 days of opening, because War is going to give you anywhere from 3
Well, and
to
at this point, we've
5
had his
orbs a day.
for a few weeks now.
I know. I'm saying if you started right now and you're in a war, war is going to give you from 3 to 5 orbs every other day. So that's 15 there a week. So you're at least getting 15 shards. I would hope out of those a week. So after 3 weeks, 45 shards.
Yeah.
You should be able to, with the monthly, at least unlock them. But going for more stars than that, unless you're coring them.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's not a point. You got it, like you said, make the choice, free to play. Absolutely.
Especially now going forward, since we saw that they're now making those monthly pieces not obtainable for free to play.
Yeah, it's time for people not to worry about it.
Yep.
It's honestly time for people just not to worry about it. If that many people didn't get to the monthly, stop stressing about getting to the monthly.
Well, they need to take
The
a
frame
real
doesn't
hard
mean that
look
much.
at how many people didn't finish and be like, oops, we made this way out of range. We did them.
Like you said, it should have been 40K more per person.
Yep, we did an oopsie. Let's backtrack and backtrack quick. Because
I bet you if they gave 40%, that would give another 9% of the population enough points to finish the monthly. And that would be 10% of the population.
Everyone in my block had the same score.
10% is a good spot to shoot for, though. That's a top 10% of the game.
I don't know, that 100.
Yeah.
1,600 down to 1,700. All had the 778.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's so many ties. That's why I'm saying I bet just giving 40K would give at least another 9%.
So that would have made it to where at least 16,000 would have finished it.
Yeah.
Which is, on average, what we do.
Yeah.
I haven't looked in the other one to see where the stupid tower one where I'm finishing in that with the diamonds on Fat Boy Slim.
Oh,
I was in the top 5,000 there for the longest time, but now because I'm not pouring the ice.
Well, see, this is the other thing too. I don't ever look at leaderboards. When they come out and then it's over, I'm like, oh, where'd I place? That's the only time I look. Because I'm just going to get frustrated.
But when you open the milestone and it's there, and then you have to click over to go to your milestone.
That's why I don't look at the milestones. I just look where I am. How many am I? Oh, I'm at 15. I might look at the first day, like how many there are. There's 20. Okay. So now I know where to go. How much do I have to go? It shows you on that little screen. There's no point even clicking on it anymore.
Yeah.
Not really a point even clicking on it. But get in, play war, do your arena, which is fun to freaking kick top 10 people out of the top 10 of arena now. I've had a kick out of that. But yeah, I'm facing 7 million power teams in arena, and I'm only well, I think I'm just over 5 million now with my top team. So I'm punching up 2 million every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just crazy. And now they've all pulled Mephisto. My top 20 have pulled Mephisto from it, so there's no Tom Odin now. So you gotta work a different way around. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, occasionally you can still do it if you can get around Gladiator and then ability block with Gore, but yeah, I don't know. Something's got to give because you're starting off really, really bad this year already.
Yeah, and if they're gonna bring another arena tune to be able to use, they're not going to be ready to do anything in the arena unless they're for a while, because you know the whale's going to 7-star them. So I'm going to be out of that top 10 for a while until I get that tune. And then
it'll probably end up being Professor X, and then you'll be screwed trying to even get to them.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know at least 5 in my arena shard that'll probably get Professor X within a week. At least 5.
Yeah, I mean, arenas on the back burner. Raids, we haven't had a new mutant or skill team or bio. Hive Mind's been there for months, probably longer than that.
Yeah, everybody's saying bio's going to be the next one, but
we haven't. All the teams that have been announced have been war teams.
War the Spotlight.
Yeah, so it's like maybe that will be the Taskmaster team, but even that, they're all different. So maybe that would be the new skill team, but I have no idea.
Taskmaster skill, Ghost is not. She's tech.
Yeah, so then that's not going to be a raid team.
But they added, they added tags to the Spider Societies.
We did that with Noir.
All of them. Ghost, I think Ghost, but no, yeah.
Was it Noir and Ghost Spider?
Ghost Spider was bio, and then she got moved. She got put skill tag too.
Yeah.
I think she's bio and skill.
But something, because I haven't heard. So it's going to be at least another 5-6 months before we get a raid team, I would think.
Yeah.
Because it hasn't been announced in the last 2 to 3. So by the time they would announce one coming, you're looking at another at least 2 to 3 months before it comes actually into the game.
Well, what teams do we have coming down the line? We just got
we have the Liberty team that's a war team.
Liberty. We have the Mercs.
Yep,
right?
Taskmaster team.
Taskmaster, Ghost, Hitmonkey.
Hitmonkey.
That team?
I think that's on that team.
What else did we vote for? Anything? Yeah. We didn't vote for nobody for this Patriot team.
No, it was a complete. Here you go. Shocker. Colin.
Who else did we vote for? I can't even remember. Hyperion. What team was Hyperion supposed to be with?
That was even before we voted for.
Yeah. I can't remember what. Let us know in chat what Hyperion was for. They'll be out there. I can't remember.
Just said a future team.
Yeah.
but I don't remember.
To go with Eternals.
That's right, because we were looking at that one dude, the Dracula looking dude.
Yeah.
I think it was that though. Yeah, I don't know.
I can't remember. But then Noel's still a thing too, where he's gonna go.
Which they
Who he's
said
gonna fit with.
January, by end of January, they're supposed to be bringing Battle World. Well, we're now in February.
Yeah. Took a little longer than they thought.
So we haven't seen it in the blog post yet.
Professor X pushed back even more. They'll make some kind of link where you have to get Battle World credits in order to get Professor
Noel
X.
will be required. Noel's going to take, what, 6 months if they left it at the current pace?
Yeah. They said there'd be some
But
kind of
it's going
catch
to be
up.
now, it'll be shorter because it's only going to be every other week or something.
And they're going to put like double the amount of shards or triple the amount of shards or something in order to catch up. But it's just going to be for the higher alliances, so they'll get them even faster compared to the rest
Yeah,
of us.
but they promised Battle World currency in upcoming events and milestones. We got one, and you were lucky to even finish it. Most players couldn't even finish that.
There's nothing coming out for Battle World currency at all. Yeah.
We've had nothing in the last 2 months for Battle World.
Yeah.
But yet they
I just ran out of mine
to it,
because they added the new tune, so I just ran out of mine.
and that's your source for Purple ISO.
Nah. I never got ISO.
For those that neither did I, but for those that are going
30K
now,
a piece or whatever, the 10 spot, I can't remember how. 30K, I remember that.
and yeah, it's like, how is anybody? That's not farmable. Putting tunes in a store that there's no currency and no way to get currency. I'm surprised they haven't put offers out for people to buy it.
I'm
Because
sure they
that's how
have.
greedy they are.
I'm sure they had it at the beginning, but I don't know if they have it lately. Yeah, it's great.
Because, like, seriously, that's not making a tune fountainable. Fountainable. You know, you put 2 tunes in there with Ancient One and Emma.
Yeah.
How the fuck are we supposed to get them? We've got no currency.
They're sitting there laughing at you every day. Just don't select on it, please. You're going to frustrate yourself every day if you select on that store. It's not magically going to have currency.
Luckily, you got to kind of scroll over to get to it. So it's all these empty promises. And it's such an abusive relationship.
Well, they're just like, haha, player's voice, stop bugging us. About what we wanted.
They gave up.
That. I don't think they really did a lot anyways.
They gave up freaking last year when, we tried. They didn't want to listen.
But the things they asked for were so just dumb. It's ridiculous.
It was stuff to make spenders' lives easier in game.
I mean, you want
Nothing
characters to come out faster? Don't you realize it's going to cost more to get them at the beginning of that?
Yeah.
Like, that's common sense. They wanted more power cores in Arena is one of the things that they wanted that we got. Well, that doesn't make everything cost more. We're seeing that now.
Mm-hmm. They're going to make you spend those cores now.
They wanted stores updated more often. Cool, but we run out of the currency.
Yeah.
If you're farming them.
And especially, Blitz tunes.
It's
because
like,
you stopped giving out Blitz credits.
oh my god. Yeah, just so many things they wanted they didn't think through. That's not the right question. That's like getting 3 wishes from a genie and being like, man, I wish I had some ice cream right now. Like, that'd make me happy. I wish I had a big house. Don't you realize there's going to be property taxes on that big-ass house? How are you going to afford that shit? Oh, I wish I had a better job. Cool. All right, there's your 3 wishes. Your better job. Cool, you got it. Better job. Guess what? It's 1,500 miles away from your house that you just get.
Yep.
So how are you going to commute?
I mean, I resorted because I don't spend arena credits on anything because there's nothing in that store. But I'm now buying training mats because we're not getting training orbs.
Yeah.
Unless you farm those nodes. Like, the training mats are all but disappearing.
Right.
I mean, they're because they upped the cost of what it needs to take a tune from 100 to 101 to whatever. But yeah, I farmed that because I had over 500,000 arena credits because there's nothing in that store. Every tune I have in that store is maxed out. No need to spend them.
Yep.
And then it feels like Ultimus credits are diminished, like we're not getting as many. But, and then again, I have so many tunes down at the bottom of my roster that aren't even 7-starred because there's no place to even get them to 7-star them. Or
Yeah, it's still weird, the
but-
minions, but there's no reason to upgrade them anyways, for the most part. Not minions anymore. Not since they changed the Archangel thing. That was the only reason to upgrade them again. It'd be kind
Yeah,
of
but
cool to
then
have
why are
something
they even
fun.
still in the game?
Like-
Why not pull them from the game, give us our resources back?
Yeah.
Clear up some of your server space.
Give me your resources. Give your blue gear back to you. There you go.
Some of it's purple, but the gold would be nice. The training mats, to level them up to 60s.
What, 600k?
It's pointless. You know, you see the bottom of our roster, new players don't even have the tunes unlocked. They're like all the way down.
I seen one today that they're like, here's my, and above their top tune, they had 6 rows of unlocked characters. 5 wide, so that's over 30 characters. Just not unlocked. Just sitting there, you can recruit. You want to recruit. And then being like, no, I don't want to spend the 10k gold.
Yep.
I'm good. How annoying is that red dot all the time?
Yeah.
It used to be fun to upgrade those little things and put them into a
You
silly
don't
spot.
have time when there's 2 tunes a week coming out that you need to level up,
Yeah.
and it takes 10 million gold a tune from 1 to 101.
Yeah, 10
way
million
more.
is
it's
nothing,
more
no,
than
like-
that. I think it's like 20 something.
Yeah, no, it's 25.
Yeah.
25 to get them from 0 to 100 and all the way up in their gear level, and then all the regular T3s instead of not doing the T4s. But it's 25 mil gold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't realize just how few T4s they hand out now. Like, you really
See,
used
that's
to
not
be
the
able
thing.
to-
I'm fine with T4s. I get flooded every other day. Like, it seems like I go and I look and I have barely any. And then I look 2 days later and I'm like, oh shit, I got like 500. I'm cool.
I had up until December over 6,000.
Yeah.
Might have been November, but these last few teams have been so T4 heavy that I'm down to, I think, just under 2,000 now. And I like barely gain by the time the next tune comes out. And then I'm like, there goes that.
It only
1,000.
costs 700 to do a new tune. So as long
You're
as
looking at 1,400 a week, though, really? If it's 2 tunes?
it's not 2 tunes in a week.
Sometimes.
It's a tune every 2 weeks. It's the other way around.
Mm.
You
Yeah,
got
but
2,000.
you're not getting 700 in a week to get there.
Yeah, but you got 2,000 to start with. You don't need
But again, you're still at a deficit.
maybe.
Good plug.
If you're sitting on 2,000 still, there's not that big of a deficit. I haven't had a problem. Before the next tune comes out, I can get all the T4s I need. I mean, yeah, I might
Well,
not do
me,
all
I
of
don't
them.
do boss notes on the raids. I give them to others because I'm like, well, they can use them. Because I figure
You get like
if I'm
1 or
hurting-
2 T4s.
I know,
They don't
but
do nothing.
if I'm hurting for T4s, others might. So I let the others.
It's like
take the
7 to
boss note.
14 in a week. That's nothing. That really does nothing.
I don't know. At this rate, it's borrowed time because you've got to do something and do it fast. Chinese New Year. We did nothing this year for it. We got these red envelopes that you had to buy to then spend. There was no milestone. There was nothing.
No celebration, no nothing. The game really announced. I didn't even know there was a thing. Is it over?
I believe so.
I didn't even know it happened.
It's like a one-day thing. It's Chinese New Year.
Oh, I didn't even know it happened, to be honest. So,
I
yeah.
think it was the day Aurora won. We
Oh,
were watching
Saturday?
that. Yeah.
The first?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know it happened, to be
Even
honest.
Black History Month. Ooh, a whole week and we get 100 blade shards. Thanks. Let's forget about every other character in this game that could have represented Black History Month.
I want Blade.
Because he's the newest Tatum. Yeah, but he just became final. Do
Yeah.
something else.
I guess I'd get Blade. I mean, if they'd have done Cap Sam, you know how many complaints you'd have because everybody already had him maxed out.
Well, you could have thrown 5 or 10 of him. You've got War Machine. You got Black Panther. You got Shuri. Okoye.
Yeah.
M'Baku. Like,
I still would have complained. All of them are on a
you
maxed
could
out
have
from
done
everybody.
a whole Wakanda event for this month.
Yeah.
Something to get us use out of the Wakandans and the whatever their other team name was. The Crucible version. The
Yeah.
War Dogs.
Yeah.
Like,
You could have gave like an alternate skin of Blade. Would be kind of cool. Or Captain America.
no, because
Or
they
Cap Sam, I
don't do
mean.
costumes anymore because they sell them as new tunes.
Oh.
Don't you know? That's why we have costume credits. Poof, gone,
Yeah.
vanished.
Right.
You could have done Isaiah Bradley and given us the OG Captain America as the costume, the black guy. I don't know, something.
There's just no thought or anything into any of it right now. It's like they're phoning it in. Probably.
Although I don't think his name was actually Captain America. I think it's something else. But it's been a while since I read that comic.
We've looked at how many government employees are still working from home and bitching they got to go back to the office. Can you imagine a company like this? How many of them telework from home? Telecommute?
Yeah,
like,
sure. Yeah, get in the office, get yourselves together, give us something that's a good product, because it's getting poopy. Getting poopy. And you're lucky that we do enjoy the game itself, because if we didn't and it was just purely off of your milestones and what you've been doing for the community,
yep.
A lot of people have been gone a long time ago.
I really wanted to pull Sam just today and just be like, bye guys, I can't do it anymore. Like, it's just not enjoyable. It's just looking at something you can't have, especially now, like, oh my god, there's cheesecake in the fridge. Can't eat it. You know how bad I want to eat a piece of cheesecake? Sourdough garlic bread.
You know, a piece of cheesecake, you just can't have the crust.
Like, telling someone, oh, you'll never obtain this, and seeing these milestones in-game every day.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
Like, haha, you're not gonna get this. Just makes me like, okay, fine, bye. Like.
Yeah, and you're a clicky person, you gotta look at it. I'm not. I don't pay any attention to it.
Anymore, it's like, okay, I gotta start making a grocery list of things you're not allowed to buy anymore. Like, I don't want it in my house because that's temptation. And maybe that's what Stokely wants, that temptation. Ooh, that milestone is right there. If you just spend $20. And I contemplated. I'm like, oh, I could just buy the milestone points.
Yeah, but I told you it's not worth it.
I'm like, yeah, looking at the rewards.
It's shit.
And then the leaderboard rewards were trash, but I'm like...
It's 3 Crimson Complete pieces. Who cares? How many Crimson Orbs do you still have saved up? I'm sure.
Yeah, I know.
So who gives a shit about it?
It's
just the completion.
It's just the principle of it, but...
And like I've said before on this thing, and I told you, that's why I can't really say anything negative about it, is because I've said, make those special things like the costumes and the frames for the spenders. Give them that. Don't give them pieces that we need, or gold that we need, or shards that we need. Give them something extra special and shiny.
Yep, and now
that only they have.
The avatars.
Which I don't have a problem with. But the problem I have is making it a milestone that everybody is expected to complete, but nobody actually can complete. That's the problem I have. Put it in something that's an extra bonus. Like, here's a bonus thing. If you get this is the end of the milestones, but if you get this many points, right, and jack it up another 20k or whatever that are past the milestones you can earn, if you get this many points, you get a flaming red fucking Jean Grey. Who knows? You know, like... Yep.
But that's the problem, is these monthly events, 99% of the time, have been completable by doing just your daily activity, logging into the game, playing the stuff, have been completable by 99% of the player base since they started.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, overnight, poof,
well, I would say probably 70. I would say 70% of the player base. I don't think 90 is. I think that's too high.
I would finish in the top 1 to 10%.
Yeah, but you got to understand that you are the 10% in the game. That's what I'm saying. You are the 1 to 10% in the game. So you got to think of where something like my beginner account is, which my beginner account was the bottom 20% of the game, is now more like 60% of the game. So that has shifted as well, because how many people who were at the top are now gone. So that part has shifted. So I would say what was 70% is now the inverse. It's now 30%.
I mean, I've got, what did I say, 10 to 12 people in my top 100 in Arena that have quit. They've been gone for a month.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And that's just in one Arena shard.
And the fact that they're not booted from the shard is even more crazy.
No, they're still sitting, some of them are in the 20s, a couple were down towards the 90s, but they're spread throughout. The one is sitting at 25, 26, and he's been there almost a month. Like,
yeah,
he hasn't even moved because nobody can beat him.
That's insane. I don't know how nobody can beat him.
Because he's the black from
No, I get that, but he wouldn't have, like, Shadow King.
He's been gone for 34 days. He probably has him on the defense. I don't know what his last team was, but
But I'm saying that you wouldn't have anything you couldn't beat with Shadow King. Like, even if you had Odin, Mephisto, and that
Yeah,
group, like you'd still be able.
In my shard, you see, even
and there's the levels. You wouldn't have 101, 105.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
you should be able.
Nobody's
If you
able to
see
beat
somebody hasn't played in 30 days, beat them. Just knock them out of the leaderboards.
Right? You would think they would start to get voted down, but
Yeah, start looking at number of days away, and if they're up there, just whoop them.
shoot, that last Crucible tournament, I still had that one player, and he never played
Yeah,
a
that's
single round.
nuts. That's nuts.
That's
Hadn't
how
played in
little
like
he-
60 days or something?
No, he was active.
Oh, active.
He's
Just
been
didn't care about
playing. He
Crucible.
just does not
Oh,
give two
well,
shits about Crucible.
Good for him, then. I like that guy. My new hero.
It's like, and the
Zero
rewards were
attacks.
trash.
Yeah.
I
I only wanted to win just to be like, look, even somebody who doesn't give a shit can win this stupid crap. And I did. I won with my main. I beat a bunch of fucking tryhards too, which is great. Some dude from Sovereign too, which is like one of the top 20 or 30 alliances. I whooped his ass. So that was awesome. Way to go, tryhard.
Yeah, and it got you a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, I didn't really care. What was it, 10,000 XP or
Yeah.
something like that? But everybody got it. All I had to do is join. Yeah. But anyways, this has been fun. Thank you. We'll probably do this again sometime soon, probably the next couple days, and then we'll pop one out 3 days or 4 days after this one airs. But we do appreciate all of you, and like we've said multiple times, you guys are the reason why we stay around in this thing. And we have a lot of fun talking with people on our Discord. So keep on making it fun. Comment on the video. Tell us some silly thing, you know. Comment to something we have said. Maybe I got math wrong. Let me know. That's fine. Just don't come about it like you're a dick. That's all I ask for. You know, like, just be funny about it. It's fine. What's 3 plus 4? It's 6. You know, like, something like that. I don't know. But anyways, we do appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for listening. If you've listened all the way to the end of this video, I just want to let you know that I love you. Thank you so much. And from me, Viz, and
Sable.
we will talk to you next time. Peace.